is your breakfast cereal boring? Does your breakfast meal not make you think? Do you want to have an intellectual experience when you wake up and eat tomorrow morning? Well, I've got the solution for you. You see, what we have here are poisonwood Pop-Tarts. You see, they may sound dangerous, but they're not. They are actually an intellectually stimulating foodstuff that's going to make you love your mornings no matter who you are. You see, these snacks are based off of this story about 5 women that all go into the Congo because of the will of Reverend Nathan Price. And you see, when they go in, they find something about themselves. They find that they are not normal. They want to defy. And by that, I mean that they don't adhere to this right here. This is going to be your main foodstuff, and it's gender inequality. Gender inequality in this story is one of the biggest points out there. Because throughout the story, we've got Nathan over there commanding everything, telling the girls what to do, and then we got the girls who want to start thinking for themselves. And as the story goes on, you better believe that they go on to become their own individual people. And now, for a healthy snack on the side, we got our mini Pop-Tarts. And these are based upon the idea of the role of religion. Now, in the story, Nathan is driven by his zealous beliefs to lead these girls there and to lead them into this land to purify it, to make it their own. But even if this does sound significant, it's pretty small when compared to our main product we got right here. But you see, both of these work together to make it an effective story.
Oh, and who are you, sir?
Well, you see, I'm a lover of Conquo flakes.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. Here's my problem. I bought these Conquo flakes, and they already have the development of culture and the minor tale of the development of characters.
And please explain, sir, what this
If
means.
things fall apart, you have the development of culture. And what that means is, when the white people came to take over, they took over the entire culture. They took over the religion, they took over their society, they took over everyone. For example, in their church, they had one woman who had no choice but to throw out her twins because they were evil, so she had to throw them to the evil forest. However, because of the church introduction, she was allowed to keep the both of them.
All right, sir, but what about that smaller box that you've got there?
You see, it's similar to your Poisonwood Pop-Tarts. The mini Conquo Flakes, development of characters. It's not as important as a Conquo Flakes Breakfast of the Village Champions and the development of culture you get from it. You see, development of characters was never really described in the story. A Conquo was kind of touched upon. You see him change, but not as significantly as the change in their culture.
And while we may have different tastes, there's one thing that we can agree on, and that's the great taste of Master Harold Cream Soda. Now you see, Master Harold and the Boys, as it's called, is this story about a boy coming of age and his 2 servants, which he initially treats as friends, but as culture sets in, he has to make a decision between his father and his 2 friends. Now right here, we got one of the better brands. This high-quality brand is the defiance against society, or the norm. What we got here is we got our main character, Hallie, trying to defy society by being friends with African Americans during the apartheid. And this was a time where this wasn't acceptable by any means. But our main character tries his hardest throughout the entire story to defy this.
How about that? I like Fubar's representation of racial stereotypes. See, throughout the entire playwright, the black people in the play were pronounced as stupid or unintelligent throughout the entire thing. But Sam has been taught by Hallie, so he shows a level of intellect that most people during that time wouldn't. So he's trying to disprove the societal stereotypes against the non-intellectual. During this time, Sam's intellect really shows through during his monologue about a world without collisions. Sam has a deep love for ballroom dancing throughout this entire thing, which is incorporated into his daily life. He envisions a world without collisions, in which everyone can live in peace without coming to terms with each other and fighting.
And though their significance may differ, what really matters is that they're both there, helping each other to make a significant and effective story.
That's evident in Poisonwood Bible by Barbara Kingsolver, Boys by Athol Fugar, and Things Fall Apart by Chinua Achebe.
All right, I'll drink to that.